What's up, guys? We are currently in Fukuoka, Japan. I just landed and dropped my stuff off at the hostel. And I'm only gonna be here for one night. But I'm coming back here in a couple days. I decided to make a little detour. So I'm gonna be going to Beppu, a city in Japan that has, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the most hot springs out of anywhere in Japan. So we're gonna go there for a couple nights, and then we're gonna come back to Fukuoka until we leave for Korea. But tonight, I think I'm just gonna try to find a bunch of restaurants and eat a lot of food, because I just spoke to someone who's from here, and he said that people come here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to eat, because this is one of the, if not the, food capital of Japan. So that's what we're gonna do. Anyways, we're walking over to a restaurant right now and pick it back up there. I always get really shy filming in the restaurants that I go to, but damn, that was good. 14 bucks, Wagyu steak. You really can't beat that. You cannot beat that. But I'm still a little hungry, so I'm probably gonna go grab some snacks, and then I need a nap. I got here super early in the morning. Didn't really sleep much last night, so I'm gonna take a nap, and then tonight we're gonna go check out the night markets and hopefully get some street food. But yeah, so I'm gonna go grab a snack really quick, and yeah. So I finally got up from my nap, and now we're gonna grab some food. We're heading to the yatais, I believe. I hope I'm not butchering the name. But basically it's like food on the street. Like you sit, there's these little chairs, there's a little tent, and they just cook the food right there on the street. Right now we're on like the riverbank, but we're heading to the area where they have a bunch of them. So that should be exciting. Actually, there's one over here, so I'll show you guys really quick. But yeah, it's really cool here at night. When I was walking around in the day, to be honest, I didn't think there was going to be much to do, because it's not nearly as busy as like Tokyo or Osaka, but it's plenty of stuff. I want to find some street ramen. That's the game plan. So we just pulled up on this like street market, and I got myself some takoyaki. Takoyaki is usually more popular in the Kansai region, like Osaka, Kyoto region of Japan. But this looked really good, so we're gonna give it a try and see how it is. Like, look at that beauty. All right, let's give it a try. It's really hot, but that is delicious. Also, for anybody that doesn't know, takoyaki is like these like fried, not even fried. They're like these dough balls with like bits of octopus inside, and then they have this sauce on it. It's really good. It may not sound that good, but it is really good. And yeah, it's super popular in Osaka. But to be honest, this is way better than the takoyaki I've had in Osaka. So let's dig in. But my ultimate goal, even if I don't do it tonight, my ultimate goal before I leave Fukuoka is I need to try tonkatsu ramen from a yatai. Need to try it. It's absolute must. So we just finished up at the yatai, and that was delicious. That was so good. I truly understand why they say Kyushu region has the best ramen. My favorite ramen actually comes from here. My favorite ramen is tonkatsu, which is like the pork-based broth. But I also like shoyu. But here, it's famous for tonkatsu, and so I had to try it. And yeah, that was delicious. That's the best street ramen I've ever had. The only street ramen I've ever had. But yeah, this area is really cool. Like I was saying earlier, when I got here, to be honest, I wasn't too sure if there was going to be a lot of stuff to do. But the city seems pretty alive at night, so I might have to walk around, check it out. And yeah, I'm glad I came. I'm glad I came. Yeah, it's been super cool so far. Walking around this like riverbank has been sick. There's all these like really cool neon signs, and yeah, all the the little food stands everywhere are also super cool as well. So, but yeah, hello everyone, and welcome to Beppu, Japan. So I took the train just a little while ago. I took the train from Fukuoka to Beppu, and we're here now. And this is the city with the most natural hot springs in Japan. In fact, there's one hot spring literally as soon as you leave the train station, which is kind of crazy. So I'm excited to try traditional onsen. I've never tried one before. So I think that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Maybe even tonight if I can make that happen. But right now, I'm trying to get to my hostel. I gotta drop my bags off. But yeah, I'm glad we made it. I'm really, really excited to be here. To be honest, when I was watching a lot of videos on Japan, this is one of the towns that I wanted to come to the most. Just because of all the hot springs and stuff like that. I think it's super interesting. So, wow, that is really bright. So I'm excited to get to experience that, and I'm going to record a bunch of footage about that tomorrow. So, anyways, I'm going to get to my hostel, and yeah. Good morning, guys. Like I said yesterday, we are in Beppu, Japan right now. And today we are going to go check out all the hot springs. Yesterday I did actually get to go to my first onsen, but obviously I couldn't record in there because you have to be completely naked. So I didn't record that, but we got to experience that, and that was really cool. In some of the other cities that I was in Japan, they would always joke around and say foreigners couldn't handle the heat of the natural onsens, and I thought they were kind of kidding around at first, but nah, that shit was hot as hell. Yeah, so, but it was relaxing. It was nice. I actually really enjoyed it. But yeah, we're gonna go to what's called the Hells of Beppu today. It's like one of the main attractions here, and yeah, we'll cut to that in a second. All right, guys, we made it. We are here, and yeah, all this smoke that you see behind me, like right over here, it's all from the natural hot springs, because like I was saying earlier, Beppu has the most natural hot springs in Japan. Wow. Like, This is sick. So right now we're at the, what's called the 7 hell pits of Beppu. And it's basically just like all the different types of hot springs. But yeah, let's go check it out. So right now we're using the hot spring water to cook our dumplings. We have some pork dumplings cooking right over there. And yeah, I'll let you know how they are in about 10 minutes. So we got our dumplings. 3-5. Delicious. So the one thing that I love about Beppu is the foot baths. I did not point in the right direction at all, but it's fine. Anyways, they have these like public foot baths where basically you can just chill out and put your feet in the hot water, and it's super relaxing, and I love that. I think everywhere in the world needs to have that. But yeah, we're gonna do that really quick. Okay guys, we are back in Fukuoka. I've been doing a really bad job of videotaping when I'm traveling in like the buses and the trains and all this stuff that I'm taking to get to all these locations. But to be honest, it's really awkward pulling out my phone and recording while I'm traveling to these places. So I prefer not to, but who knows, maybe if I get more comfortable over time, maybe I'll have to start doing that. But right now we're back in Fukuoka and we're gonna go to a ramen restaurant, and then after that we're doing one of my favorite activities in Japan, and that is retro game hunting. I'm so excited. There's a really good store that has some retro games, and we're gonna go check it out. And if I find a really, really good deal on a Game Boy, I might have to pull the trigger. I might have to do it. I was able to find a really, really cheap Nintendo DS Lite for about like $12-14 that was deemed as like junk, and it works perfectly fine. So super happy with that purchase. And we're gonna try to find another steal today. So let's go check it out. That's good, guys. So I didn't actually end up filming the end of yesterday's video where I went into the retro game shop, but I did end up making a huge pickup. For about less than $50, I got a Game Boy Pocket with Pokemon Red, and I will leave a video on the screen right now. And yeah, I'm super happy with that purchase. I've been looking for a Game Boy for a while for a reasonable price, and I was able to find one. The only thing is I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the battery in the Pokemon Red cartridge is dead. It might be. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys don't know, basically the Game Boy cartridges have these batteries inside, and once the battery dies, the game won't save. And so I might, worst case scenario, if the battery's dead, I'll get it replaced in the US when I get back. But yeah, super happy with that purchase. I'm probably gonna go back there tomorrow. We actually just went over to this Hard Off over here, which is like an electronic secondhand thrift store. And we made 2 other pickups as well. We got Donkey Kong, and we got Yoshi as well for the Game Boy. So super happy with that. They didn't have a great selection of DS games or Game Boy games, like Game Boy Advance games. So didn't end up picking any of those up. But yeah, honestly, retro game hunting in Japan has been one of my like favorite hobbies. I know I was saying that yesterday, but that's one of the many amazing things about Japan. I love looking for all the old Nintendo games and stuff like that. It makes me super nostalgic. And the prices are pretty good. If you go outside of Tokyo or Osaka, you can get these games for pretty cheap. So I'm super happy with that. But there's still two more consoles that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy SP. And then my collection will be complete. I'd also like to get a GameCube, but it's a little hard to ship back to the US, and I don't have any room in my suitcase or anything like that for it. So I'm not going to get it this trip, but one of these times when I come back to Japan, I definitely will pick up a Game Boy, or GameCube, sorry. But yeah, so anyways, I'm going to head back to the hostel, but yeah, successful day.